I never stammered myself, but someone very close to me did. My father. Sometimes his stammer was very bad, sometimes just noticeable. But it was always there, waiting to ambush him in the middle of a story, or telling a joke, or just having a conversation. It affected the whole of his life, and yet he never once talked to me about it. Well, since playing a stammerer in the film A Fish Called Wanda, I've learned more about stammering than I ever knew when my father was alive. And one thing I've learned is that talking about stammering is the most important step in dealing with it. So we're now going to hear from children and young people about what you as teachers can do to help them. So sit up straight, stop talking, and listen to what they've got to say.
Having a stammer is hard, so that's why some of us are going to tell you all about it. I talk and I say something, only I can't say it when I'm stuck. That's what stammering is, really, being stuck. But it doesn't make us different than anyone else or less cleverer, does it?
Not really, because inside that I know that we're all the same here. And just because we've got something different about us, and don't mean that we're not normal. Yeah.
If someone said that I'm inferior to someone because of my talking, then, well, obviously I disagree because, well, heck, at school, well, I would like to think that I'm one of the bright ones there.
I'd like people to ignore my stammer and see who I really am. I think I should be treated the same as any other people who has not got a stammer.
I want to try and stand up to myself and sort it out, so I can just let people know that it's not my fault. I just do this. I can't help it. Yes, people need to know that we stammer, because if they don't know, how can they help us?
Because if all the teachers actually understand this as a starter, then they'll be able to deal with it properly. So the student can get an opportunity to say what he wants to say.
I haven't told my teacher because I feel too scared, and I think it would make me feel better if I did. But it is not enough to know that we stammer. We want you to know how it makes us feel too.
Well, I'd like my teachers and my school life to know what causes stammering and what emotions I feel and when I'm stammering, and sort of just what stammering means to stammering people.
What I would really like my teachers to do is come over to me and have a little talk.
Sometimes I want to say something, and I can't say a single word. So the people around me wouldn't even know that I'm trying to talk, but I'm trying to like force out what I'm trying to say, and then by the time I get out, they would have already moved on. So it's quite frustrating sometimes.
It's quite hard a lot of the time because like you don't say like what you want to say, and you have to like always keep on changing like what you're about to say, just to like avoid stammering.
Well, it makes me feel quite sad. I feel upset quite a lot as well. Yeah, I'm upset and lonely.
Once you start to feel bad, and you lose your confidence, and you start speaking less, and you say less of what you want to, and it gets worse and worse.
Right, we're going to do some reading out loud now. We're going to take it in turns to read to the class, and I think we'll start with Sean.
Oh no, certain situations make us stammer more.
It does make it worse when I'm like put on the spot, because it like makes it feel like everyone's watching me. Yeah.
I find class speeches quite hard because it has like an order of who goes first, and then it's almost like a countdown, and it has like all the class going in front of you, and all the time it builds up more and more pressure. And I've spoken to people, and it's like a natural pressure anyway, but it almost has like an added layer because of my speech on top of that.
Yeah, I can't do like presentations, I can't do things I was talking in front of like 10 people. I can't even talk to like a whole group of people. And it also makes me like not answer a lot of questions at school when I know lots of them, but I just won't answer them.
If a teacher's asking me lots of questions, I think I will stammer more because I get very nervous. That causes me to stammer more. But there are lots of things people can do to help.
Yes, I do think that teachers help as well, because because sometimes they let me have a bit more time. It's one of those days when I'm stammering more, because and also the teachers also told me that if there's one of those, but if there's a day like when I don't want, like if I don't feel like saying anything, then I don't have to, and if I want to, then I can. So they give me the choice, not saying I have to.
At school, at my English, a teacher, you know, she lets me do my oral tasks, you know, at her lunchtime. So then I am on my own. So I can just, you know, I can just feel, you know, secure, perhaps, and so I can just, you know, say them how I would like to say them, and so I can just be sort of happier, and I can still, you know, have my work be finished there.
Like the way to integrate a younger child with class is in group discussions, just to start off a very small one with somebody there slightly friendly with, or somebody that they know vaguely, and to expand it from there.
Oh, well, I think that for a teacher to integrate someone into a class, I think just sort of simple answers, you know, like perhaps even only yes/no answers, perhaps even.
There were lots of pressurized moments as a child, and if like teachers used to ask me to read stuff in class, I'd always become really hot and flustered and really like, oh no, now what do I do? And I used to struggle through, and I always noticed that the teachers used to give me like shortened paragraphs, and that was nice of them because it slowly helped to build up my confidence, really, and yeah.
The best thing a person can do is give me praise, because it gives me more confidence, and then it's like I can do anything.
And don't forget, we can speak for ourselves.
Well, sometimes people finish off my sentences, but if they get it wrong, I have to start over again, which is extremely frustrating. Yeah.
Well, I think the most annoying thing that they can do is probably, like, if you're in the middle of a sentence, they either finish your your answer for you, or they just talk over you. Like, you can't do anything about it because you can't get like a noise out, so they just talk over you. It's really frustrating.
Patience, that's all it is. Just give us the time, lots of it.
My teacher helps me by giving us all more time.
After I've been asked a question, if I was given the time to to start thinking about my answer and my speech as well, then it would be very helpful for me.
So sometimes they try to help me in a bad way, like hurry up with your sentence.
And if we feel rushed, we often stammer more.
If people tell me to hurry up, I get even more annoyed, because then I speed up and then my stammering comes a lot. So then it takes even more time. It takes even more time to get the words out.
Just try to keep eye contact with the pupil, because if you look away, then some students might think that because some students might think that you're getting frustrated and trying to speed this pupil up, really, and that's probably the worst thing to do, because then the pupil starts to stammer more as they try to rush past it.
We get bullied and teased about our speech, and people don't understand, and we need help.
Well, the children, when I say but, they say but, and then they just say, why do you all say but, and then I have to go and tell Miss Stevens. It's because she will tell those people off, because I'm the only one in the class who has a stammer. Because I say my name, but I struggle to get out, so they think you forgot your name, Sean, and that what's like just annoys me because I haven't. I still remember it. I'm just trying to get it out. Well, I would say to teachers would help them to try to stop and tell the other children to stop teasing those other children. If people were laughing at me because I have a stammer, it's because they don't know me and understand about stammering. I messaged to any teacher is that if people are teasing people about these, to step in and give out a punishment. And don't forget the speech and language therapists.
Therapy is very important, because without it I wouldn't have got where I was. Because before I came here like when I was 3, and in primary school I couldn't string together like a sentence or two, and now I can do it quite fluently. But like when I go through a bad phase and when I go to therapy, it helps, and I come out of it feeling like more confident in myself, and it shows.
After all the speech therapy, it's fine. I put my hand up a lot more, and I'm fine with speaking, and it's just a lot better, and I feel that I've made a big improvement. And I'm talking slower, not racing with my speech.
Speech therapy. Well, sometimes it is a bit boring. Right, that's just. But it does help a lot. Because when I was stuttering a lot, and now I'm still stuttering, but not a lot.
Well, that's it really. But one last thing.
Once they see the film, they know about my stammer, and they'll start saying, Thomas, why are you saying ba, and they'll just help me.
But there's not one last thing, there's 7 last things.
Each of us might need something different. Talk to us on our own about how to help us.
Tell us we're doing okay.
Don't tell us what to do when we stammer. Let us finish our sentences in our own time.
Praising us builds our confidence.
Give us the time to think and speak. Now, that is really it.